In the quiet suburbs of a quaint town stood an old house, home to Emily, a young woman fond of antiques. Little did she know her latest acquisition, a porcelain doll with piercing blue eyes, would unleash a nightmare. As the sun went down, hushed murmurs echoed through the corridors, and miniature footsteps can be heard through the halls. Initially, Emily brushed them off, but as the days ticked by, these sightings became more unnerving. Items appeared displaced, doors seemed to creak open by themselves, and an air of unease permeated the house. In a quest for answers, Emily delved into the doll's murky past, revealing a sorrow-filled history. The legend was filled with tales of curses, doomed to fall on those who dared to own it. Fear-stricken yet resolute, Emily tried to rid herself of the doll, only to find it back at her place, staring at her with unblinking eyes. Caught in a living nightmare, Emily comes to the chilling realization that some mysteries are better left untouched. In the pitch-black corners, the cursed doll waits patiently, yearning for souls. Emily is left with a terrifying understanding that she might never escape its grasp alive. As we delve deeper into the uncanny world of haunted dolls, let's dive into some spine-chilling tales that have captivated and terrified audiences for decades. Our first stop is Key West, Florida, where we encounter Robert the Doll. Legend has it that Robert brings misfortune to those who disrespect him. Visitors and locals alike report feeling a cold chill when passing his display, with tales of accidents and bad luck following those who dare to mock him. Next, we move on to the infamous Annabelle doll. Tucked away in the Warrens Occult Museum, Annabelle is said to be possessed by the spirit of a deceased girl. She has allegedly caused nightmares, physical harm, and even death to those who come into contact with her. Lastly, we introduce Pupa, a seemingly innocent doll with a mischievous side. Owners and visitors report that Pupa can move on her own, change expressions, and even press her face against the glass of her display case. She's known to cause disturbances if she's not given the attention she craves. These tales are enough to give anyone the creeps. So the next time you see a doll, remember, respect the dolls, or you might just become their next story. When we talk about haunted dolls, we cannot ignore the infamous voodoo dolls, often misunderstood and misrepresented in popular culture. Contrary to the unsettling images that might spring to your mind, voodoo dolls are not typically used for harm or curses, but for healing and protection. They originate from the spiritual belief system of voodoo, primarily practiced in West Africa and the Caribbean. These dolls are traditionally made to represent a spirit or serve as a spiritual guide, often used in rituals to bring about positive change like healing sickness or warding off evil spirits. However, the dark portrayal of voodoo dolls in movies and TV shows has led to widespread misconceptions. They're often depicted as tools of revenge and pain, with pins stuck into them to curse an enemy, a far cry from their authentic cultural significance. So the next time you see a voodoo doll in a movie, remember, there's more to these little figures than Hollywood would have you believe. Let's continue to explore the mysterious world of haunted dolls and the paranormal activities associated with them. Paranormal activity surrounding these haunted dolls has often been reported, varying from dolls moving or changing positions on their own, to unexplained sounds, voices, and feelings of dread in their presence. Some owners have even claimed physical manifestations of this haunting, alleging scratches, bruises, or objects being thrown around courtesy of the doll's influence. However, as with any paranormal phenomenon, there's a healthy dose of skepticism. Some argue that these incidents can be explained away by psychological factors like suggestion or the power of belief. Others attribute it to cultural beliefs and expectations. There's also a school of thought that believes haunted dolls might serve as a focus for residual energy or emotions, or perhaps they're a form of psychokinetic manifestation influenced by the owner's subconscious mind. Regardless of the skepticism, there's no denying the influence haunted dolls have had on pop culture. They've become central characters in literature, films, and television shows, often being at the heart of horror stories and urban legends. And in this digital age, social media and online forums have only amplified their popularity, with owners sharing photos, videos, and accounts of their alleged paranormal encounters. In conclusion, the existence of haunted dolls may be a subject of debate, but their allure is undeniable. They continue to captivate the imagination, inspire fascination with the paranormal, and serve as a reminder of the enduring power of belief and the mysteries that lie beyond our understanding. So the next time you look at a doll, remember, they might just be looking back.